Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday the 30th. I don't normally make videos this early in the morning, but I wanted to do my little update slash introductory review to the ReelMagik Slim STP now that I have the new adhesive and remover. Specifically, what I got is a kit that has the extra strength, which is literally this little container, and already in 2 days I've used almost half, so and it's not cheap stuff, so I'm kind of panicking. I'm gonna have to order more super quick. Then it comes with a regular adhesive remover, which is good for like your hands or any sensitive area, like your pubic area on your skin. It comes with extra strength silicone adhesive remover, and then I'm going to also talk about this little spray here, which is a cleansing spray. They give you 2 bottles when your STP arrives. So the reason why I'm doing this review today, even though I've only had the new silicone adhesive for like not even 48 hours fully, is because I have a wedding today. It's really exciting. My friends are getting married, and you know, weddings are long. I'm gonna be out pretty much from like maybe 3:30, 4 p.m. until like I literally have no idea what time in the morning tomorrow. Sorry, the cats are complaining. And so my point is that I'm not going to have my comfort zone situation where sometimes I'll just, like, I'm not brave with STP yet, so sometimes I just will be able to, it's horrible to say, but hold it until I get home, or I will already be home since I work from home mostly, so if I have a leak or something, which I've only had like 3 big leaks, and thankfully all at home since I've gotten the STP, but it would be really, really bad to have a leak in a suit at a formal wedding. And so what I'm realizing today is that I'm going to have to use a public restroom. And I have every intention of wearing my STP today and not having to take off literally my entire suit every time I want to go to the bathroom. So also because I drink a ton of water, especially when it comes, I love to dance, so I'm going to need to super hydrate, and there's no doubt in my mind that I'm going to have to go to the bathroom at least twice before I get home. So I'm not going to make this about so much about braving the restroom as really a review of what's been going on with this STP. So if you saw my first review, well, I had the unboxing, and then I had an initial review. So I'm just going to touch upon what I thought before I got the proper adhesive. So when I first got the STP, reminder, or for those who haven't watched the other videos, I got Hollister medical adhesive, which is also a high-grade silicone adhesive that was recommended to me, well, anybody on a YouTube channel from somebody who seemed rather trustworthy, as well as actually I saw other videos where they were talking about how the silicone adhesive and remover from ReelMagik was really messy and sticky, and I was like, oh god, like, if I can make this as simple as possible, I will. So when I open the box and everything, I'll start from there. It looks incredibly real. For a flaccid penis, it is big. I don't want this to get flagged because I really want people to be able to watch this, so I'm not going to show it on today, but maybe when I do I'm going to do another review after I've used it for a little bit, and maybe I'll show you then. But until then, what you get to know is that it looks super real. If you look at the unboxing, you'll be able to see what it looks like. It feels very real. The balls are 3D balls, so I really like the way it feels and it looks. I had it custom painted, so it matches my skin tone. It looks super natural when it's attached to me. The only issue that I have physically with the penis itself is that my last STP, which didn't work for me, but I was still using the pack with, was like not even significantly bigger, but it looks significantly bigger. I even measured the new one because I was like, oh my god, it feels so small, and I don't have the bulge in my pants. And it wasn't that I wanted to look like I had a boner. I certainly don't want to look like I have a boner. I'd rather not have something show than have like a boner showing my pants, but I do like to have a little bit of a bulge. It just made me feel more masculine, like what masculine means to me. I don't know, I liked it. It made me feel more confident. It really wasn't about anybody else. It was just entirely about me, and so I'm still like adjusting to, looking down and seeing something smaller. And I do acknowledge that for a flaccid penis, this is a big size, but it's the slim, and unfortunately right now they only have one size, so it's not even like I had a choice. If I had a choice, I would have gone with something that was probably more like a 6.5, 7 inch. And then also not slim, but hopefully it seems like they are coming out with one soon. I don't know that I want to drop all of that money again, but maybe I'll see what's going on when they eventually get it out. But so that was in terms of look and feel. Everything was golden. So when I went to put it on initially, I was really excited, and I kind of just imagined something that was rather easy. It just seemed simple. It comes with great instructions, and I understand how adhesive works, and I followed everything to a T, but with the Hollister. And basically, long story short, it was extremely messy. Literally until 2 days ago, when this ReelMagik adhesive remover came, I had adhesive everywhere. All over the inside of the dick, all over the outside of the dick, all over just everywhere. Everything was stuck together. It was incredibly, even on the bottom of my stomach, it was horrible. Thankfully, it's all gone now, which I'll talk about because that's the update. But it was just extremely, extremely messy. It was painful to take it off, and it wasn't even staying fully stuck. It was just it was mostly adhered to me, but if I would sleep or work out or, just pretty much do anything remotely vigorous, it would dislodge. And then because I wouldn't pay attention to that, those are the 3 times that I leaked. They were usually, out of the 3 times I leaked, 2 of them were after I did a heavy workout, and 1 of them was after I was asleep and I just didn't check. I was always checking the rear end because it goes just before your anus, and you think it's rather lodged in there, but you don't always know. And if it's not enough, then it gets moisture in there, and you can have a really bad leak. And that is a major fear today. Ooh, hold on. My battery is gonna die. So, moving on. So at the time, also, when I started to wear it with the Hollister, because I wasn't feeling like it was standing up, and just for those who don't know, this is an STP that is supposed to adhere to your body, and they are claiming you can use to swim, shower, any activity you want without a harness. They do recommend, if you want to use a harness or have something more stability that looks like underwear, to get a particular type of rodeos. I ordered them, and I'm not really sure what happened because I ordered them for quick delivery and I haven't received them. So I actually have to, this is a good reminder, I have to contact them to find out what happened. But in general, you're supposed to not be able to use a harness, and that was a very big draw for me. And being able to swim, because if you follow me, you know that I live on the beach, and the whole point of being able to live on the beach is to be able to use the beach, especially because I'm having top surgery in like 48 days. So I want to make sure that, when I want to feel the proper freedom, and I want to make sure that this can do everything I can. And basically, I was so frustrated by the first couple of times that I was like putting it on, that I couldn't even, I got like the P stage fright that I used to have when I started to initially train my body. And if this is your first STP, then you should be aware that you need to give yourself time to train your body, because if you were living and socialized as female, chances are you've been peeing sitting down all this time, and I had to retrain my body. It took, for me, some people it's a lot easier. For me, it took several months for me to really be able to do it, and even now I'm getting sort of reused to it again, but it's become much easier now. So, regardless of the fact that I had to wear tight rodeos, which is annoying, and not the rodeos that they actually recommend, which would be more comfortable and look more like underwear, things were otherwise good so far. I was able to, I've been peeing standing up, primarily. It's amazing. I even was able to pee standing up in, at a friend's house, and then, at my parents' house, and, not leak, and just feel amazing. It is, for me, especially because I haven't had my top surgery yet, I'm wearing so much binding. I wear a tri-top and then a full body over it, and I have a lot of situations where I need to be dressed up and stuff like that, so I'm wearing a ton of layers, bow ties, and, it's a pain in the butt to constantly get, completely undressed to go to the bathroom. That was, what I was trying to avoid. I wanted to just be able to zip down my pants and go. Obviously, not obviously, but my goal, personally, is to be able to use the urinal, which I need to work up to. I'm definitely not ready for that right now. But I was able, other than those couple leaks, I was able to go to the restroom. It was annoying that it would dislodge, so, several times throughout the day, basically, I would have to, basically, completely clean it and, just, reapply it. It was a pain in the ass. I want something that I can just basically put on, once at the beginning of my day and do whatever I need to do. I mean, yeah, they do say, you shouldn't wear it for more than 12, to 14 hours, but it's really rare that I would be doing that. I could understand it getting a little, dislodged in between that time. You're supposed to be able to wear it in the shower, and that would be, a lot of fun, but in order to really clean myself and prepare myself for it and to be wearing it all night long and making sure it really sticks, I'm in a shower, so I will remove it, but at this point, I've been wearing it basically almost 24/7, other than, taking it off for a couple hours, or even just, an hour at a time when I'm showering and cleaning it. In terms of cleaning it, so what I was doing with Hollister was that I would just wash it with natural soap and then put on the cleansing spray, let it dry, and then I would just sort of take off whatever residue I could, because it was just so sticky and messy. And that just, it didn't work. I mean, I even boiled it for a couple minutes, which you can do. You can boil it for 3 minutes. So moving on now, flash forward to now, I have 2 days ago, I got the new adhesive and remover. So basically, it was immediately, I could notice that it was stronger. I mean, I was already thrilled that I got literally all of the adhesive off of me and off of the penis, so that was, goal number 1. Goal number 2 was to get it to stand without a harness. So I have not been wearing a harness, but I've been wearing, tight boxer briefs with it. I'm definitely, watching it like a hawk. The night after I wore it. So when I first got it, I got it in the evening. It was late. So I slept with it, and when I woke up, it was like dislodged. But I didn't really apply it very well. Like, I used sort of you're supposed to use like a paintbrush, but I don't have like a really good quality paintbrush, which you really need in order to not lose the bristles. Right now, I have to go get one. So I was using like one of those like foam textured brushes, which was just like messy and not working really well. So then what I decided to do was even messier, but until I get a paintbrush, I used my fingers yesterday, and that was like infinitely better. I woke up this morning and I was completely intact. I couldn't believe it. Again, I'm not wearing a harness at all. I do feel like the top tab was like slightly loose, but like not even as loose as it was before. I was just completely amazed. I mean, because of wearing the STP, and I know that like sleeping in weird positions can dislodge it, and like also because after top surgery for like 6 weeks or something crazy, I have to sleep on my back, which I've never been accustomed to doing. I'm definitely a side sleeper, so I'm actually trying to train myself right now by sleeping on my back and trying to get my back prepared for that. So, but I sometimes like get dream stuff and have rough sleep, and I wonder whether I'm going to wake up and it's going to, I'm going to be half asleep and go to the bathroom, which is how I leaked. The last time I did, I was half asleep, and I woke up in like the middle of the night, and I went to the bathroom, and I was dislodged, and I had to like completely undress and take a shower. It was so annoying. But I have not had a leak since I started using the new adhesive. When I worked out yesterday, because it had already dislodged, I was actually doing a couple hours without it. So I actually, for like the first time in a really long time, worked out without an STP, which was really strange. So I don't really know what that experience is going to be like, but I am going to do a workout in a couple of hours. It is going to be a training day, so I will be able to report back more on that in another video. This has been like 17 minutes. I did know it was going to be long, but not this one. In terms of like going to the bathroom otherwise, I would say like technically you should be able to without an issue. So far, I've had to like remove the STP every single time that I have to go to the bathroom, and that's a really like big pain in the ass to have to do that. I think I will get used to it, and as I get more confident with STP and find a way, like I think when I get a good quality paintbrush, I'm really going to get a good, coat, or maybe I'll start doing double coats once I have more to make it even stronger, just so that it can hold, because, like starting next month probably I'm going to be going into, pools and the water and the ocean, and I want to make sure that, I can enjoy all these things and do all my daily things. So one of the things I also was like striving for was the last STP I had was supposed to be what's called a 4-in-1. So for those who don't know what a 4-in-1 is, it should allow you to pack, it should allow you to pee, it should allow you to play, which means solo, and, have sex, sexual intercourse, I should say. There's many types of sex, and everybody has a different definition, but we're not going to go into a rant about that right now. That's another video. So that was like, in terms of the peeing, that didn't work, but like all of the other things worked, and so I was hoping this one would be a 4-in-1. It is not stated as a 4-in-1 on the website. So far, I have discovered that you can play with it, but I have not tried it for the 4th. But so far, I have 3 out of 4, and honestly, if I can have it so that, I would really like it to be a 4-in-1, but if I can't have it as a 4-in-1, if it is like perfect and standing on its own, without a harness all day, I can go in the ocean, I can work out, I don't leak ever, I'm able to use a urinal, then I would, say, fine, okay, I'm happy, it's doing, even a little bit more than what I expected it to do, what they're saying it would do, and I would just get one for play, which is annoying. But they do have ones for play also that attach to you. And for me, a lot of it is like just having that I feel some people don't, but I feel super dysphoric when I don't have anything like attached to me that it's constantly moving around and it has a suction noise. It's all weird. Like, so, as of right now, my initial review is, now that I have this new adhesive, it's super easy to get off of me and everything. I'm way happier. I'm not wearing a harness. I'm not very confident. So because I am going to go to this wedding and I really can't have any issues, I am going to do laundry and wear a pair of my rodeo underwear harness because I just cannot have an accident at all tonight. But we'll see. I will do like a more full-fleshed out review maybe in like another week or two and let you know what's up. Hopefully this is like the one for me because this is my third go at it and I'm broke. Alright guys, have a good day.